$80 to $90 million.
Just another thing from the trailer. I remember, he says, "I'll do it myself."
Oh,
It's a Thanos thing. He's
yeah.
controlling.
Clear jab.
He's like, "I've got the stones to help you."
Yeah.
That's funny.
And then what was the ending line when he says something very cliche, and Deadpool just goes like, "Wow, that is very cliche," or something like, "How much are we paying the writers?" And I just thought that was another funny moment, very meta from Deadpool. All right.
He always has been, and it's pretty cool. We got some stuff from Domino as well.
Yeah. Little here and there, nothing too crazy.
She hasn't really said anything yet.
Yeah. All right. So we have 2 trailers left to discuss. Venom or A Quiet Place? Which one do you want to go with first?
Let's save Venom for last.
Okay. A Quiet Place. This movie, I knew nothing about. Saw the first trailer, and this has easily become one of my most anticipated movies of the year. It's amazing what a well-made trailer can do for a movie, and I think that is specifically evident with this movie. John Krasinski's directorial debut, also starring in this movie with his wife Emily Blunt, and the basic premise is through the synopsis of, if they can hear you, they can hunt you. And so his family has to live in isolation, in quiet, without making any noise. They put sand down on their pathway to get to a local store for food so they don't step on any twigs by accident. They paint the floorboards that don't creak, so you realize exactly how quiet they have to be. And this trailer showed a little bit more. While the first one was kind of shrouded in mystery, this one shows that there's some sort of supernatural element, maybe even some sort of alien element, because we see news broadcasts at the beginning of some sort of... while in the first trailer it wasn't clear if they were in isolation from society and there was still life out there, there is potential that they don't know who else is left, and they're one family who so happened to escape.
Yep.
I don't know, though, because that's what's great about this trailer, is that while it hints more towards what the story is, it doesn't give away what the story is. And that, for that reason, I am all in on this movie. And if directorial horror debuts have showed us anything, this movie might get nominated for Best Picture. So we'll see. Referencing, of course, Jordan Peele with Get Out.
Stuff here. It says the actress cast as the daughter is actually deaf.
Really?
Yeah.
There's some accuracy for you.
So that's pretty cool.
Yeah. John Krasinski definitely played a main part in the casting process. And it's also good to see him getting more work in Hollywood. Is that your dog?
Yeah,
whatever.
I apologize.
Yeah, no, you're good. But it's good to see him getting more work in Hollywood, especially after, was it 13 Hours that he was really good in? And, just because he's been able to break away from, the Office fame. And while a lot of, people who start in a sitcom kind of stay on TV, John Krasinski's rapidly showing how not only is he coming to be an A-list actor, but he might even be an A-list director, depending on how this movie hits.
Cool. Yeah,
so,
it looks really good.
Yeah.
But we don't know a lot about it. It does look like it's gonna be good.
Right. I am excited to see this movie. Like I said, I've already decided I'm going to see it, unless the next trailer just gives away everything or something. But what's cool is I'm not usually a big horror movie person, but this movie, just based on the premise alone and this whole mystery aspect, while also being a very grounded story, has me very excited. And for that reason, I am ecstatic to see this movie.
Same here.
All right, here we are, the main events of the evening, our final trailer to talk about. A bit of a running gag we've had on this podcast ever since it was first announced, ever since Tom Hardy was cast in the title role. We have a trailer for Venom. Now, I like this trailer, to probably the surprise of no one, considering I'm the only person, to my knowledge, who has support for this movie. while I understand the perspective that it is just Sony trying to make money apart from Spider-Man, trying to establish their own little story, I think this movie might tell an interesting, grounded origin story for a villain. Mike.
If you're laughing at your own points, that's not so good. This looks so generic. It truly does. It is good for trailers not to tell you everything, so I can't knock it on that. But, like, the shot of the Golden Gate Bridge, come on. That's just, like, The Room does that better. Like, it's ridiculous. It just doesn't, it looks like they just put money in it just to put money in it. There's no rhyme or reason to, like, it looks like the only time you see anything of Venom is the symbiote goo in the thing. But, like, without Spider-Man, you cannot make this movie possible. It just doesn't make sense. It truthfully just doesn't make sense.
When I was chuckling at my own point, I wasn't laughing at what I was saying. I was laughing because I know exactly what you were about to say. What I will say is, to your points, if you show this trailer to someone who has no idea who the character is, and you cut out the ending bit where they reveal the title, which actually they don't even reveal the title, they just show the letter V. And
so you guys know.
Yeah. No one, this trailer does, for me, I was excited, but for the general audience, this trailer does a terrible job of telling you what this movie is about.
Yeah, there is sometimes trailers don't need to tell you what it's about. But I feel like if a movie that's really basing their whole movie around a character, they really need to, like, tell us a little bit about what's going on.
Right.
And, like, if you showed this to anyone without the Venom thing, they wouldn't even know what it's about because it's nothing. And it's like all the shots are like blue. Like, I'm looking at these pictures, like everything's blue. It's the same. It's all like generic action thriller. Like, it's just, I don't know. It just doesn't look promising. It looks boring. Tom Hardy is a great actor, and even he didn't look like he was having a great time there.
Oh, I think he was having a ball.
I don't know. He seemed a little phoned in.
I don't know. I would say,
I mean, maybe not, because I'm at the end when he's like, ah!
Yeah, that is quickly turned into a internet meme.
Yeah, that's doesn't even how Venom works.
I will not. I wouldn't call myself excited or like ready to go see it. I am still.
No, I'm seeing it. I'm seeing this movie.
I'm still optimistic. I will certify my judgment on whether or not I think this will be a good, entertaining movie. Once not only to see the second trailer, but we have to see some of Venom.
Yeah. Because, like, if we see Venom and he looks stupid, I'm like, that's stupid.
Yeah, but I'll
be good. Like, if I see this movie and I watch it honestly and I like it honestly, I'll admit I'm wrong. But as of right now, this doesn't look good. It just looks so generic and just, I've said that too many times, but that's all I can really say about it.
Yeah, I understand. But nonetheless, I still think, based on Tom Hardy as an actor, based on how picky he is with scripts, he does not seem to be someone who holds out for a paycheck. Yeah. I think that there is something in this movie that he saw, and if there's something in this movie that he saw, even an ounce of good material, I think as an A-list actor, he can pull out at least a decent story from it. So that's why I still have faith.
The way it's also set up, it doesn't look like a sequel movie. But Sony's gonna want to make more money off this.
Oh, you mean like how do you continue the story after this one?
Like, it doesn't look continuable.
Yeah.
It looks like a one-time thing.
But that's what I like, because it doesn't seem like a typical hero movie.
Hey guys, we're gonna make this movie. It's gonna be good, and then we'll make a sequel after when everyone likes it. But like, it's really just like a serious movie, man. It's about Venom, but like Spider-Man's not there.
Yeah.
Like, wasn't Tom Holland saw on set or something like that?
Yeah, but
that makes no sense.
the rumor, but you can't say he's going to be in the movie because the rumor is, it's a Sony project. Of course, he was just on set, just passing by.
It doesn't even look like Spider-Man could be in this movie. It just looks so just.
All right. Any final thoughts on the trailer, or are we ready to wrap up today's episode?
Wait, Ant-Man.
Ant-Man?
Yeah.
Oh, the Ant-Man and the Wasp trailer?
Yeah.
Did we not talk about it on the last episode?
Oh wait, maybe we did.
I'm pretty sure we did because.
I think we did.
Yeah,
I remember. Never mind. Sorry.
Yeah, because I was gonna say I remember thinking of the shot that we talked about.
Kitty piss dispenser.
Oh yeah.
We did.
But
Ant-Man's gonna be better. Huh?
I don't know. Maybe holding out for Venom for Best Picture 2019. All right. With that being said, I think it is time to roll credits. All right. We want to thank you for joining us on today's episode. We are glad to somewhat be back. Hopefully, we'll be on a good schedule next week.
Wait, next week I'll be in Europe.
Oh, that's true. So if anything, Mike is gonna be this time next week. You'll be in England or France?
I believe I'll be in France.
Right. So Mike's going on a Europe trip with the school. I will still be in America. So if anything, I will get out an episode of just me monologuing the whole time about
It's been a while since that's happened.
about your favorite movies and such. We'll see.
Episode 1 throwback.
Yeah, just keep up on the Twitter for that. If that does come out, I will give an update on it. I know the Twitter hasn't been very active, but we are going to get better at that. And you probably need to know what the Twitter is if you want to follow us. It is at Real Talk Pod. That is REEL Talk Pod, as is spelt on the title of the podcast. If you want to tweet or DM us your questions, comments, concerns, as we have said, we would love to have enough material to do a mailbag episode, answering your questions, talk about what you want us to talk about, because we do not want to just focus on blockbuster movies. While today's episode was primarily blockbuster movies because of just Super Bowl trailers, we would like to expand into more Oscar stuff, more dramatic stuff, whatever is of interest. With that being said, you can follow me personally at Liam Crowley714 on all platforms, Twitter, Instagram, all that good stuff.
Find me everywhere at MikeGillis25.
Awesome. So with that being said, we'd like to thank you for joining us on today's podcast. Even though it's been, like I said, 2 weeks, we are glad to be back. And like I said, if we don't have one out next week, we will see you again in another 2 weeks. But we will definitely have a lot more news to talk about. And Black Panther comes out this weekend. So for your what to see this weekend, go see Black Panther, because it's gotten, fantastic reviews. One of my most anticipated Marvel movies ever. And it's a very important movie. It's a very important movie, I think. Much like Wonder Woman was last year, I think Black Panther will be monumental in what it does for the genre of superhero movies. And as Mike alluded to, it has a great soundtrack. So if you have time to listen to any songs, listen to them, because they're amazing.
I'd be surprised if some of that stuff's on the radio.
Oh, absolutely. For my actor of the week, just real quick, I'm going to go with my boy Tom Hardy for his breathtaking performance in the Venom trailer. And,
What the Han Solo guy?
Alden Ehrenreich.
Go him, maybe you'll be good.
A bit of a two satirical actors of the week.
I can't think of your name.
Yeah, whatever. Alright, thank you guys so much for joining us, as always. With that being said, I've been Liam Crowley.
I've been Mike Gillis.
And we hope to see you either next week or in 2 weeks. It's been real. Thank you guys so much. We will see you soon.